Guys, ammunition for this video has been provided by Browne Works Inc., manufacturer of fine custom handgun grips. If you guys are looking for very unique, very customized handgun grips for your favorite handgun, contact Mark at Browne Works Inc., link in the description below, and create something beautiful for your favorite handgun. And don't forget to tell them Wyoming Gun Project sent you. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are taking a look at a Series 70 Colt Mark IV Gold Cup National Match in 45 ACP. I think they also make these in 9, but this one's in 45. So what is the Gold Cup National Match? Well, this is geared more towards target shooting, bullseye, or whatever disciplines they have where you're doing a lot of target. You want like a really accurate gun, speed reloads, and all this other kind of tactical crap. Doesn't matter. This one is made for accuracy. And I shot this in a previous video where I was testing some berries, blue bullets, some semi-wide cutters, and man, oh man, is it accurate. It shot one single hole at 7 yards, 3 rounds, one single hole. I'll put that video, link it below, because I don't know how well I'm going to shoot it when we get out to the range portion today, but its potential accuracy is very good. So a couple of small things with this pistol, as with most Colts, but otherwise it is freaking beautiful. Let's just go over, the specs, features, and what it is. So obviously, again, it is a full-size government model, more of a target pistol. That's why it has the standard, doesn't need the Delta or the Commander hammer. It's got a standard hammer on it, standard grip safety tang, no beaver tail. It is blued, and it is very nicely polished on, this is the best finished Colt I have, and I think they do that for a reason, because it's the national match. So sides are very nicely polished, tops, bottoms are matte finished. This one does have, as you can see, a thick target rail on top that a lot of the other Colts do not have. It has the target oriented sights, so it doesn't have fiber optic. It has a blade front that is not serrated. It has adjustable Colt branded rear sight, which is serrated, again, geared towards target shooting. It's got a standard thumb safety, which on this one is not the greatest. It has the national match trigger, which is as wide as the trigger guard. Does not have front cocking serrations, doesn't need them. It does have the gold medallion double diamond Colt grips, which are fantastic. It's not undercut in the trigger guard. It's standard frame. It does have the vertical serrations on the front, though, and vertical serrations on the rear mainspring housing. That is metal on this one. Is it metal? Yeah, this one's metal. It is. And the reason I say that is most of the Colts I have, 6 out of the 8 Colts I have plastic mainspring housings. Only 2 have the metal ones. I mean, that's a clear cost-saving measure, but Colt's not the only brand that does that lately, and it's kind of disappointing. Springfield and Kimber both do that kind of stuff. Only comes with one 8-round Colt branded magazine. Again, I hit Colt on that all the time. Why, for the price of this pistol, do you get one magazine? Again, though, Springfield and Kimber are both doing that same type of stuff. It seems like some of the big American manufacturers are only giving you one magazine. I'm not sure what that's about, other than cost cutting. Let me show you another little difference. Spring plug. So the spring plug there is not, a lot of times it is serrated. It's smooth on this one. I kind of dig that. That's cool. It doesn't change the functionality of it or anything, but it's a cool aesthetic. Let's see, right side of the gun. It says Gold Cup National Match. The little trophy cup there. Yeah, this is very, very beautiful and very accurate. I've never had any issues with this, other than when I was testing some of those semi-wad cutters. And I believe I got that worked out. And you know what? We'll probably shoot for the accuracy portion, some semi-wad cutters out of this gun to try to squeeze the most potential out of it. But it also has a lowered, flared, and relieved in the front ejection port. As you can see, it says Colt 45 Auto National Match. It's my understanding that all Colt 1911s now come with National Match barrel. Yeah, so that's fantastic. Let me do some of the standard checks I do for 1911s before I buy them. Any play? Nope. Safety on, off, very positive, although this one has a little bit of my pet peeve of the down. Look at that, the downplay. That's pretty much the only issue with this gun. One small finish issue, and this, which is kind of irritating, but I'll get over it. But does it function? Yes, it does. Functions perfectly. What's the engagement? Does the grip safety function? Yes. What's the engagement? Probably about 70%. That's not bad. It's really not. Is the grip safety rattly? You betcha. That's that rattly Colt grip safety. Let me push up on the hammer, see if the hammer falls. It does not. That's to check how well the engagement on the hammer hooks and the sear is. How's the fit on the ejector there? Not the greatest. Not the greatest. So as you can see, it overhangs a little bit right there. And even on the bottom, right there too, it overhangs. Yeah, that's so. But extractor fit perfectly. So let me just stay right here zoomed in, because these are actually the two. This is the area with the problems on this pistol. As you can see, there's bluing issues. It's not, I know it's not color case hardened or whatever. They're just some issues right there with the bluing on this thumb safety. Also, the thumb safety is not fit properly. Now, I did put the Colt plunger tube spring in here to give this a little bit more positive, but as you can see, that's not fit properly. It's just not, and I don't like that. The bluing is kind of jacked up, and if you look at this gun, it's perfect. I have not worn this gun out. I probably only have a couple hundred rounds out of this gun. Because again, like I said, it's geared more towards target practice. You want to go out and practice your fundamentals, your sight alignment, your sight picture, your trigger control, your follow through, do it with this gun. So we got the thumb safety bluing is messed up, and that's how it came from the factory. The fit is messed up, not great. Now, does it affect safety or functioning or anything? No, it's not. It's perfectly safe and serviceable to fire this gun. And also look at the little tiny nick right there in the corner. Now, again, that came like that from the factory. So, I mean, there's the small issues that a lot of Colts come with, and of course the not fit properly ejector. We got any other issues with this gun? It's been, like I said, super reliable and super accurate. If I do my part, this gun is stupid accurate, and that's what it's for. So I'm very happy with that. One thing I wish they would have done, and again, I don't know if this is a cost-cutting issue. I just don't know if this is a style change. But if you look back at some of the older 80s, 70s, 80s Colts, I don't know when they stopped doing it. It used to be, polished right, or silver. I kind of dig that. I wish they would go back to that. That's just a personal preference to me. I wish they would go with a hammer, that is silver on, no finish on the sides, so that it looks silver. It's black in the middle and then silver on both sides. I think that's just a fantastic, it gives this pistol an extra vibe. But yeah, there it is. Let's get the weight in the trigger pull, and then let's get it out in the range and see if I can do this pistol justice today. Again, I'm glad I got it on camera. I have shot this thing amazingly, and we're going to see if we can do it again. So what do we got here? 36.62 ounces, and with the factory supplied magazine, 38.92 ounces. So there you go, 38.92 ounces out of that bad boy. Let me get the trigger pull. Let's just see what we are working with here. Again, this trigger is actually really nice on this pistol. 262. Let's see if we can keep that up. 294. I told you it was good on this pistol. 344. So it's probably right around 3, maybe a little under 3 if we were to average those two out. And it is nice. There's your take up. You hit the wall and it breaks. Is it as good as, like, let's say, the Les Bears and Ed Browns I have, and even the Dan Wesson? No, but it is not bad at all. It's actually really good. A gunsmith could do it better, but you know, we're going to leave it the way it is because it's pretty darn nice. So let's get this beautiful Colt Gold Cup national match out on the range and see how she shoots. All right, folks, we find ourselves back out on the range for the live fire portion of this review. We have our Colt Gold Cup national match. I have, it's the 8-round mag, but I only put 7 in there. I don't know why. But we have 7 rounds of 230 grain blue bullets. Now for the accuracy portion, I'm going to be shooting some 200 grain wad cutters because it seems to like those the best. But for this distance and stuff over here, and I ran out, so I only have about 20 rounds of that, so I don't want to burn it all up in this review. But we got a C-Zone Steel 25, and let's just see how this puppy shoots, man. All right, folks, accuracy portion of this review. We have the Colt Gold Cup national match. As stated before, we have 3 rounds of 200 grain semi-wide cutters. This gun really seems to like it. I was able to shoot 1 hole, 3 rounds in 1 hole in another video. Maybe I'll put that down below. You can check it out. So this thing has the potential to shoot. Let's see if I can do it today. I don't know. I think I was probably just having a good day that day. So let's go back 7 yards and see how she shoots. So no, yeah, definitely having a good day that day, but it is capable of that. It's also, not making excuses, but it is really windy out here, so I'm trying to fight the gun and the target moving when the wind kicks up, but that's good enough, man. So let's go back and get the final thoughts. All right, folks, final thoughts on the Colt Gold Cup national match. I think it's awesome. It shoots awesome. I wasn't shooting it awesome today. Again, now that I shot it like crap, I will put a link to that video below where you could see in the first couple of minutes, I shot one hole with this bad boy. Now, again, that's like perfect conditions and all that other kind of jazz. So, you know, some days you're on, some days you're off, but it shot okay today. Only complaints are what I mentioned, the tabletop, the safety. Other than that, man, I really got no issues. A little booger in the finish back by the hammer, but this thing shoots great. It's been totally reliable with ammunition that's within spec. I mean, in that video below, you'll see that it is not liking the 200 grain semi-wad cutters. I had to tweak that load, and now it runs fine with them. It runs just fine. So yeah, my only complaint is the finish issue on the thumb safety, the you know, as discussed, the tabletop, the movement on it, and that little nick. And other than that, man, I think this is a great pistol, and I think it's pretty darn accurate. So thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time.